Hi, Zubble1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox. And today I'm going to talk about something that I'm very happy about. This is awesome news, it's amazing news. FDEV are going to look at engineering on Elite Dangerous, which is just breathtakingly amazing and awesome news. They're going to look at reducing the grind in some way. They're asking for us, the community, to speak out, and I would urge you to go over there and speak out and say what you want to see. Now, me personally, I'm quite extreme. I would like to see a completely player-driven economy with a new module on fleet carriers that allows you to buy and sell and trade materials with other players. That is an extreme opinion. I would love to see a player-driven economy in Elite Dangerous, and I would love to see us being able to trade and sell materials to each other. I would love the ability to buy materials. I would love that to be either from players or from NPCs. I would really like to go in on this and make the grind like at least 50% less. As a man who hates engineering and has a lot of half-finished ships, make the grind half. It would be nice if it was half. I mean, I think even Noxy could cope with half of what it is now, but that would be my sort of, maybe even less than a half. But at a minimum, like halve the grind. The grind is ridiculous at the moment. If you halve it and allow us to buy materials to skip around parts of it, that would be awesome and amazing. I know people are talking about being able to pin multiple blueprints and things like that. That, again, I'm not against that at all. I think that would be really great. There's a lot of things that I think should be added to this game that aren't, but yeah, anytime FDEV talk about reducing the grind, I am behind them 110%. The grind for me is the biggest issue of Elite Dangerous. There is no way you can play Elite Dangerous and do all the stuff I do unless you commit to play like a shed load of hours. I get involved in BGS wars, I get involved in player versus player wars, I get involved in power play, I get involved in an awful lot of aspects of the game, and that all takes time. That is all massive time sinks, and to juggle it all and do PvP piracy and do a bit of PvP combat here and there, you're talking about a massive time sink, let alone the time sink to get my ships ready and able to do that sort of thing. I mean, me and Livy here are fighting in fully engineered ships, and this is a bit of an unfair fight. I'm sorry to Livy for using this footage. I actually wasn't going to use it. It's just a couple of fights that we had recently when we visited his home system, and he jumped out on both fights. But I literally was struggling for background footage, so I used it. So GG to Livy, he was defending his home system and bravely came in there in a vulture and took me on a couple of times. Unfortunately, he went and got his FDL and came back into system for one last fight. But when he did that, I was way at the back of the system on my carrier, 2,000 light seconds from the star, and by the time I got to the star, he'd gone, and I think he was in the station. So we missed each other for the third round, and the third round would have been a bit more interesting because he'd have had an FDL, and that would have been a fairer fight. That vulture's not got much of a chance against a fully gimbaled scrubby mamba. But I'm just using this as convenient background footage. And like I say, if you get a chance, get over to the forums, have your say. Let's tell FDEV what we want to see in the game, because that would be brilliant. And I would love to see FDEV take us seriously and reduce the grind. The only concern I have, and this is one concern, if you reduce the material grind, you're going to see a lot more primo, and I'm not going to say you shouldn't use primo. It's in the game. That argument I don't worry about. Outside of consensual 1v1 tournament stuff and 1v1s, that sort of thing, if it's agreed to not use it, then you shouldn't use it. It's a scummy move to do so. In game, in organic terms, if I come up against someone who's using primo, that's their choice. It's totally and utterly up to them. It's in the game. It's something that's accessible to them. I don't use it. That's a choice I make. That's a choice we in the Dark Marauders make because my squadron don't allow it. They don't allow use of primo. Now, if material collection is made easier, if it's made a lot quicker, if the grind is reduced for material collection, I feel there'll be more primo in the game, and I don't mind that as long as we have a warning telling us the other person's using primo. That's all I ask for, whether that be an audible warning or a symbol on your dashboard, something that tells you that person is shooting you with primo ammo. That's it. I mean, personally, I would love to see Polo's solution to primo, which I think is brilliant. Polo's solution is that premium ammo only works on unengineered weapons. which I think is an elegant and brilliant solution, because it would still work on your SRV. It would still work for use on, you know, Thargoid stuff and that sort of thing, but it wouldn't work on, like, you couldn't do a tier 5 overcharged Plasmac with you know, Primo, which I think would be great. And it would give unengineered guys something they could use to give them a little bit of a push against an engineered guy. They would be able to use Primo, whereas the engineered guy wouldn't. That's Polo's solution to Primo problem. But me personally, all I'm asking for is notification when Primo is being used against you. Because if material collection gets less, I can see that being my one thing that I'd be worried about. But you know, the one unintended consequence of making material collection easier. But yeah, I'm totally behind. Reduction in grind in Elite Dangerous would be a massive thing. It would allow people who are casual, that don't have the time that I do to play this game, the chance to experience a lot of the stuff in the game that they just don't have time to do because they're too busy grinding pointless stuff over and over and over again to get a ship ready so they can do the stuff that's fun. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. GG again to Livy Jambo. It was good fun fighting in your system, and thank you very much for entertaining me. And I'll say that's all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.